Hear the press conference.
What's up, Mr. Muhammad? We live before the press conference, man. And how are you, by the way?
It's hot, man.
The humidity is up in New York. That's a good thing, man.
Yeah, if you say so. You say so.
So
you got the power in you. You can take this message.
Yeah, I got you. I understand.
What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Great to hear from you. I stopped you, and you were about to say that this is the what?
This is the worst promotion in history. Players.
Yes, I'm listening.
They so backwards. All of them back. I bring Eddie, Bob, all of them. You let this man dictate. Especially Bob. He's born and raised in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And Telefilm and all of them, you fighters, y'all let this man dictate because he's giving y'all a lot of money, man. This is a bad show, Fred. This is a bad show. Even the mayor said he made a mistake.
The mayor said that?
Okay. This is bad, Fred. You got Eddie Hearn's people running around like they're crazy. It's a bad promotion. But the other day, they had a robber. Of the people arriving, all the fighters. They had meet and greet. Now, as you told me, they're having the press conference at 6 o'clock. I don't know what time the weigh-in is tomorrow. But it's so bad. This is not going to work in Times Square, Fred. In my humble opinion, 60 years of boxing, working with all the greats and all the near greats. This is sad, Fred, that they let this man push with his bankroll, push y'all to do something outside. If you want to make a splash in Madison Square Garden. Why would you keep in harm's way and nobody can see the fight? It's imitation only. That's sad, Fred. That's bad. And I told Bill, I fought all y'all because y'all agreed to this being greedy. Y'all agreed to this. Fred, it's not going to work.
What does it look like?
They're going to have everybody out there. You know, they said on the news last night, Fred, they're going to have like 100 and some cops out there on horseback. What do you think, Fred? You're a New Yorker. You went uptown.
Yeah.
You think it's a good move?
I mean, you and I spoke, and I said, there's no place than to try it than New York City, especially if you can afford it. You know, I'm eager to see what it's going to look like. You know, I'm so interested that I'm going to spend my $90 to watch Friday's fight, along with supporting fight. Like I like the Haney's, along with supporting the fighters, and I get the Canelo fight. I get 2 fights for $90. So I'm going to hopefully you and I get to talk after the fight, because I'm not there and I'm not keeping up with it as I should be. You know,
I'm gonna be there for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be there.
Good.
I'm gonna relay everything to you.
I'm looking forward to it.
Because I don't like it, Fred. It's bad. And it's sad that the fight game, we know it's a money game, but they come to a greedy money game. They put people in harm's way. It's sad. Now, Fred, I ain't even been to the hotel, man.
You haven't?
I don't even want to be around that, man. Because I may go up to Jimmy's Corner tonight. It's a sports bar that you know of.
Mm-hmm.
Old Man is the only black tavern owned in Manhattan. And, now, you know, a lot of black guys that own bars uptown.
Mm-hmm.
But this is sad, man. And I told Telefilm Bob, I said, Junior, why would you put your son in the mix? Niggas get the shooting and shit in Times Square like they did a couple years ago, 5 or 6 months ago. A nigga got shot in Times Square, right where they having the fight at. Because them kids got this selling weed, dope, and shit. I said, why would y'all let this Abraham put family and different people in harm's way?
Money, man. They getting paid more than he would have made with Top Rank.
I don't know what Telefimo getting. I didn't see Telefimo. I talked to his father and his mother. The only reason why I'm going to the press conference is because I'm already in the city. And I'm at the Muslim restaurant by the garden. All I got to do is jump on the bus or walk down the block to 8th Avenue. The Manhattan Center. Well, you remember the Manhattan Center, right? I remember when Cedric Cushing, when they used to do shows there. So I went there the other day. A lot of people know who I was. To the girl in charge of security, she said, you can't come in. I said, what do you mean I can't come in? And Bill said, why can't he come in? He's not, Bill said, he's with me. It's my brother. It's my son's uncle. So Bill went in the back. She told Bill, I used to work at the guard. I know who Mr. Muhammad is. He always around Top Rank. So that's why, and plus, Fred, Eddie's people that don't know how to do that. Eddie got these bombers running around, swearing, didn't know. Somebody know over there is Kevin Rooney Jr. So Eddie know a little bit because his father was a big time promoter in England. Well, yeah, Fred, you should see the credentials there. Fred, they don't know if they're going to come. It's sad. It's real sad.
How many people are they allowing to sit at the fight?
It's 400, 500.
Wow.
So my people, Bill said he's going to take care of me and my people. I don't know. I said, Bill, I don't even worry about that. As long as you take care of 5 partners that work with your son, that's all his son, man. I can come to the hotel. I care less. I really wanted to see the fight, Fred, so I could work with you on it. But otherwise, I care less, man. Because I ain't getting no ticket.
What did the mayor exactly say?
He said that it's going to be a lot of security, but people would question the mayor. Why would you and your staff okay a world title fight in the middle of Times Square on the Friday, people shopping, catching buses, catching trains? Why would your staff and your city ordinance okay that? And one lady said, you got the boxing mecca down the street. Why would you say no? Why would you say no and tell them to go to the mecca? Now, but see, Fred, here's why they didn't get the guard. You know why, right?
I don't.
Because the Knicks is playing practice. See, what happened? See, when they made this deal, they should have looked at the schedule. They know the Knicks was in the playoff. And they weren't thinking the power to be in this town, Fred. They weren't thinking. They were thinking that the Knicks was going to sweep Detroit. Now it's 3-2.
Oh man, downtown, man, that little 8-block area is gonna be oh yeah, now I see it. Yeah, that little Times Square is exactly on what street?
From 42nd.
42nd to 40. So from 43rd to 42nd, right? It's gonna be a disaster. Yeah.
No, that's not where we're gonna be at.
But what I'm saying is Madison Square Garden is on what street?
Madison Square Garden.
33rd, right?
37.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that whole corridor is going to be a disaster. And then you always got Penn Station. You always got new people coming into New York, you know. So I can.
You got the Port Authority on 42nd.
I was just about to say that. Thank you. So I can see your concern. now. Well, the Knicks are in Boston, right? The Knicks are in Boston Friday. I'm sorry.
No,
I mean, the Knicks are in Detroit. The Knicks are in Detroit.
No, the Knicks lost here last night.
Yes.
They lost here.
So they go to game 5. Wait a minute. Yeah.
Game 5 is home.
So
game 6 is in Detroit. If they go game 5, Knicks get 2 home, they get 2 home, and they get 1 home, and Knicks get 4 games home.
Yeah, it's 3. The series is 3-2.
Yeah. So it's 3-2.
So they go to Detroit tomorrow.
I don't think they're in Detroit. I think they home.
No, they get game 7 at home.
No. Detroit tomorrow. If it's a game 7, the Knicks come home.
Yeah, for Saturday. You're right. You're right.
Come home.
You're right. So they do have grace. But I get your point. I 100% get your point why they couldn't get the Garden because of the NBA playoff schedule. I agree.
But Fred, they could have went to the Barclays Center,
or they could have went. They could have went to Long Island.
Where what you gonna play at? With the Islanders?
The hockey team, yeah.
The Islanders.
Yeah.
So but Fred, it would have been better. See, the Islanders, Long Island is not known for boxing. They're known for a lot of club shows, but no major. Right. It's not made. It's made for that.
Right.
See, the Barclays Center, Fred, you got more trains that go to the Barclays Center and go to Brooklyn than Long Island. So what they did, the mayor should have got with those local mayors out there in Long Island, the smaller mayors in Long Island,
right,
and the smaller city councilmen. See, Fred, the city being greedy. Did they get a lot of money from the Arab and the police department getting a lot of people, policemen getting overtime? The Arab paying for all that shit, man.
And you also take into account New York is grossly over budget, so they got to find creative ways to close that gap. I think they're going to be close to, because of the illegal immigration. They didn't get the federal funding, so they're going to be close to $1 billion over budget, in 2025. So from that, I don't know how much they're getting, but it'll be on one of the bottom lines, one of them itemized lines when you look at the budget at the end of this year. So you'll be able to know.
But Fred, fighters don't know. See, a lot of fighters didn't want to come here because of the tax purpose. A lot of fighters don't want to get paid here.
Oh, the taxes are too high. Yeah.
They want to get paid in their home state. That's why a lot of guys are just taking the dispense money, and you send me the check to my house. Because if they can fight here, but if they cash the checks here, they got to pay taxes.
I agree.
So what they're doing, a lot of fighters that I know saying, send my check to my house.
Right.
And they only got to pay the state taxes.
Right.
Peanut. So that's what I'm saying, Fred. And this is a bad show, Fred. It's not organized. See, when you do something like this, you need Barber DK in the league because they know how to make it happen.
The infrastructure.
Bob would have told this guy, no, we're not going outside. We can go do it inside and have a party. See, first of all, this fight shouldn't have been in May. This fight should have been June, around the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Everybody would have made money. All the merchants would have made money. And see, the mayor and them wasn't thinking, man. You put it around a big holiday. Everybody's going to make money, and the city going to get more tax. It's bad promotion. Any people running around like they're crazy. You got Oscar running around like he's a moron. Bernard running around like he's trying to make a comeback. It was sad the other day, Fred. It was sad. It was really sad, my brother. But now, Fred, what do you think about that June 7th card? We're going to move on from New York. We're going to stop in Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah. Before we do that, can we get your prediction? Teofimo Lopez versus Barbosa. Who wins?
Teofimo.
Okay.
Gonna get him between 7 and 10.
Got that. Devin Haney versus Ramirez.
Devin Haney gonna push them old legs and gonna win a decision.
Ryan Garcia.
I was teasing Ryan Garcia. We don't know what his blood work stuff look like yet. So I can't make no prediction on that until he gets the drug test and the blood work. We don't know if he's high or not.
Right. Assuming everything is to the good, Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero.
Rolly, I think Rolly can pull it off if Oscar ain't got the card stacked. Because Oscar knows he got one more payday before the contract run out. He got one more major payday before the contract run out. So I think Oscar got the card stacked. He's a more-time billionaire now, and he's good with that sheet. We don't know who Matt Chicago is making the judgments in the referee. I hope you don't use that guy that you used 2 months ago for Tank.
Right.
Because everybody's been denying him.
Steve Willis.
The fight champion. They said, we don't want this guy.
Yeah.
So,
he'll probably.
I like Rolly.
Say it again, please.
Because I like Rolly because this Rolly's last shot.
Wow. You going for the upset. Wow.
I'm saying because he needs this, Fred. This is his last hurrah.
Wow.
This is his last day. This is his last time in the spotlight.
Wow.
If he loses, Fred, he has to make a good showing. He has to fight to make Oscar and them steal it. And then people say he got robbed. Let's give him another payday. Wow. That's the kind of showing that Rolly needs. What is Rolly? 33, 34?
I don't know.
But look at it. Ramirez. He's 8 or 9 years older than Devin. His clock. See, people don't look at when Father Time grabbed fighters in the early 30s, grabbed in the mid 30s. Nobody knows when Father Time is going to grab guys like Ramirez.
Right.
Nobody knows. So when you look at it, Fred, Telepimo, I'm looking for knockout between 7 and 10. Because Telepimo always got a puncher's chance. I remember something Archie Moore told me a long time ago. He said, big country? I said, yes, sir, champ. He said, always remember, a puncher's got a chance. He said, any fighters you work with, show them my fight from 1958 in Montreal. When I got knocked down 4 times, I got up and I stopped him. I stopped Morrell. I stopped him. He said, always remember, you got a punch, you got a chance. Mike Weaver proved that in Nashville, Tennessee, March 31st, 1980, when he knocked out Big John Tate. So I'm giving, that's why, so your fans know, that's why I say between 7 and 10, he was stopped by Barbosa, because Telepimo was a big puncher.
Right. I actually think at this time it's our fans, because I think they look forward to hearing me as much as they look forward to hearing you. So I think you're robbing my you're taking all my fans, man. Now we're sharing them. So,
why would you say that, brother?
Hey, listen, the truth is the truth, man, and I don't mind.
You know my slogan, Fred? It's never personal. It's always business.
I don't mind, man. I don't mind.
So now you ready to go to Norfolk, Virginia?
Yeah, I know very little about that card.
Okay. Well, it's a good card. And you leave it on the same tape, Fred?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just recording straight. Yeah, thank you. I'm in my office.
June 7th, Norfolk, Virginia, the home of one of the greatest defensive fighters of all time, the late, great Pernell Sweet Pea Whitter. What a defensive genius. The Davis brothers, they're paying tribute to Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea family gonna be there. His brother's on the card. Abdullah Mason's on that card. I think Shushu on that card. And it's stacked. The card is stacked. The card is stacked with all top-ranked upcoming guns. Shushu got a small title. Keyshawn is a world champion. And he's going to have his manager there. His manager going to break training to come to the fight. Oklahoma, Nebraska's own Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the great fighters in history of this era, going to be there to manage this fight. So the card is stacked. It's a good card. It could have been better if they'd have left it in New York. But to my knowledge, Terrence forced top rank. He said, my deal was y'all had to take him home 3 times a year. If he fought 3 times a year, you would have to take him home. If you fight 3 times a year, you got to take him home twice. That's the deal he made with Top Rank, so that's why he's going home. My question you, Fred, do you think your years around boxing, do you think they should have built this kid at home or doing what they're doing, keep taking him around the world?
I think now it would be a great time to move him along to 95 a little bit, put him on the undercard of a Terrence Crawford fight, if possible, but move him along, start moving him westward, because he has the charisma and he looks like a fighter too. So he got that Marvin Hagler gene in him, So I think now after this fight, it's time to start moving him westward, even though I get very, very attached to Keyshawn Johnson because my family originated in Southampton. So,
you mean Keyshawn Davis?
Yes, Keyshawn Davis. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be anything that can generate revenue in the Tidewater area. I'm in a positive manner. I'm for it because they get 20 years later. You look at the city, it's like, damn, So, man, without the Navy there, I mean, Portsmouth and Norfolk would be in horrendous shape. So, I'm grateful and thankful that he's there now, and now it's time to take his show on the road. Definitely.
Well, he reported home twice. So I'm saying, Fred, that if he signed with Captain Dewey, she was going to build him at home. Like they built Sweet Pea at home. Sweet Pea had his first fight November 15th, 1984, 4 or 5 months after coming out of 3 months after coming out of the Olympics. He fought in Madison Square Garden. Then the Dubas took him home. He won the world title home. That's what I don't understand about Top Rank.
I agree with that. I agree with that movement. Now that's water under the bridge now. Now he's a world champion contender, world champion.
What I'm saying, Fred,
yes,
he should have won it at home. They would have had all the fans. You should have won it at home. Had a big sign coming home to win the title for Sweet Pea Whitaker, my homie from my hood.
Right.
They could have sold it. They could have built a name for him. They could have got him more markability.
I agree.
He's not that markability. See, Fred, because you've been out there in Hollywood a long time. When you markable, Hollywood stars take off work. They come in for the festival.
They do.
Especially if it's a Don King or Big Top Rank show, because they know Don going to make the show plentiful. The big parties and all that. Don going to make it happen. And Am going to make it happen like he made it happen for the great middleweight of that era. See, Bob is old now. And Bob got all them politicians in the office. Them kids can't spell boxing. The old timers, they fade now. They just want to keep getting them paydays and get on out of there. So I think it's going to be a good show. I wish all them fighters well. Abdullah Mason as well. Fred, did you get the tape from any of your connection? What really happened with Shakur in Houston while he left Houston?
I didn't. You would know before me.
I haven't talked to Lou DiBella. Matter of fact, you got to send me Lou's number when we finish.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
And I got to talk to Lou. Now, I talked to Cecilia. She said she don't know if Shelly going to Kansas or not. She knows that Shelly's still involved with Deontay Wilder. And she didn't want to tell me. But I said, baby, this is a good move to get him back, to get him one more shot at the title. He's fighting a kid. He fighting a doable kid with a good record. They ain't got him nobody, no 18 and 18. They got him a guy that's at the door. So this fight would tell if he got something left.
Right. What day is that fight? What day is Wilder fighting?
June 25th in Kansas. So in Kansas.
Okay. Gotcha.
So you know him real well.
Yes.
Now, you know my nephew got the organization. I wanted Wilder to fight for our belt. World-class belt. We registered with all the federal bureau cities. And I've been around 20. We had some great champions.
Well, make a case for it right now. Tell people.
What I want, I would like for Deontay Wilder to fight for the World Boxing Bureau belt. I stressed that point this morning to Shelly's longtime secretary of 30 years, Miss Cecilia Toto. And I tell her to have Shelly reach out for me. But the World Boxing Bureau phone number is 973 869 869 867 9169. Al Rahim Burt, president of the World Boxing Bureau, been around 20 years. Our 20th anniversary going to be in November at the Robert Creek Hotel in Newark, New Jersey. So I like Wilder. I don't know if this will end. I think he has one last run in it. What do you think, Brother Fred?
We'll see. We'll see, man. I'll be honest. I'm not going to watch the fight. I'm just gonna watch the results of the fight, man. I'll start by saying I think I've gotten everything out of Wilder I could possibly get as a fan.
Hey, well, hey, brother. Yeah. I think, Fred, that it's at the end of the road.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if Shelly working right, Shelly and him can get one last big payday.
Oh, for sure. If
I think he needs 2 wins to plead his case for Anthony Joshua for the payday.
And in addition, I think he needs to be on Anthony Joshua's undercard in September. He's fighting. I still think he can beat Anthony Joshua if he tell you. Well,
I think Anthony George's chin is softer than Tommy Hearns.
Don't say that about Tommy Hearns.
And I love Tommy. Tommy, my man. Tommy took care of my brother-in-law. When my brother-in-law passed, Tommy came to Philadelphia, him in Prentice Berger. My late brother-in-law, James Black Gold Schuler, who died March 20th, 1986 in a motorcycle accident. All my brother-in-laws in Philadelphia, DS and MS, Trace and all of them. We miss Black Gold, but you know when God calls you, he calls you.
Yes.
So I love Tommy, but I said that being joking. Wilder and Josh were good fighters, but I think Tommy was a better fighter than or all-round fighter than both of them. What do you think, Fred?
Tommy who? Tommy Hearns?
Tommy Hearns.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. You can't compare them to. Tommy Hearns was a better boxer, had a better jab. And he was lighter on his feet. So it's
hear what I'm saying.
He had more skills. Yes.
I said Tommy was a better all-round fighter.
Yes. I agree with you. I agree.
And Tommy's an icon. Already in the hall, he's an icon. Tommy living off his name now. Anywhere he want to go, any major fight, the promoter bring Tommy right in. So I don't think those guys are going to be icons.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua's going to be an icon in England.
Mm-hmm.
But to be a global superstar, no. If he fought over here tomorrow, I don't see 10 or 20, 10 or 5 or 10,000 Brits coming over here. I don't see them flooding.
Nah, you got to make the money over there, man. You got to go back to Wembley or wherever, O2 Arena, wherever they fight at.
Yeah.
Yes.
He can come here and pack the house. No more Brits coming over here.
No, and he shouldn't. And they shouldn't. If Anthony Joshua wins his rematch versus no, he's not getting a rematch. He's fight. I don't know who he's fighting. But if he gets that fight, and he wins, Wilder should go over to the UK. And I think Wilder owes the UK. You know, the reason being he has a lot of fans over there, being that he fought Fury 3 times, and he hasn't had a chance to be appreciated by them. You know. So I think he owes it to the UK fans to go over there and I would actually take my camp over there, you know, at least half of it, you know, at least the last 4 weeks, you know, and last hurrah, you know, you lose, you retire, you win, you rematch it 3 months later, you know, so
you know what, Brad?
Yes,
you make sense.
Yeah.
That's what Tim Witherspoon did. And Tim Witherspoon married a girl from England. His daughter's English, and he gets so much love in England. And people begged Eddie Hearn to let Tim work with him. But Eddie said, it's up to Anthony Joshua. You want to keep the same people. That's why you got knocked out in Madison Square Garden. I was standing right there with this game. And Sam Watson came to me, he said, you want to bet that money you just robbed me, but I said, Sam, I don't care if the Mexican win or not. I ain't getting no check. Soon, Andy Garcia knocked him out. Sam came running to me and Bill Seats. What I told you, BH. Yeah, we walking in. Sam was walking with him. Sam said, I got a new champion now.
Right. I lost you, Mr. Muhammad. I think you hit the mute button by accident. Unmute your phone. There you go. Yeah. I picked him to win that fight.
Huh?
I picked him to win that fight. 14-1.
Who you think win the fight?
I picked Andy Ruiz to beat Anthony Joshua. I'm on record.
You think he can beat him again?
Andy Ruiz? Nah, Andy Ruiz been on vacay, ain't been active. Jarrell Big Baby Miller beat him the last time they fought. So
I'm talking about Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Fred, he could have been somebody.
Got a lot of demons, man. He got a lot of demons that he's never worked with on a personal note, man, because he sabotages himself too much.
He is the most dumb fighter in history. You get 8 million in 30-something days and you do something like that. Yeah. But that's it. Well, we do somewhere else. Now, Fred, we're going to Newark, New Jersey. You ready to go to Newark, New Jersey, June 21st?
First, let me ask you something, because you brought up Tim Witherspoon. What happened in that? Forgive me for not pronouncing the fighter's name right, but Pinkston, when Tim Witherspoon lost the belt to who? Pinkston who?
He lost the belt to. He lost the WBC to Pinklon Thomas.
Yeah, Pinklon Thomas.
He won the WBA from Tony Tubbs and lost it to Bone Crusher Smith.
Right.
December 12th, 1986 in Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
I was with Timmy.
I know you was. Give me the skinny on Pinkston. Oh man, because he kind of Pinkston Thomas. He kind of fell off the edge a little bit, right?
Pinkston Thomas, the edge off the edge. He was a goddamn junkie shooting air on it and fighting at the same time. There ain't no fall, no edge, Fred.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you like it is. I love Pinky. Pinky, my man. I made some money with Pinky. But hey, man, I said, Pinky, leave that shit alone, bro. And now he been clean 27 years.
Good for him. But
when he fought Mike, he should have been out there in 2-3 rounds. He was so high that dope kept him up. I love Pinky. I ain't telling you nothing that he ain't done told the world.
Right.
But see, Big Baby demons wasn't like his demons was eating, overeating, not training, not listening, going to the wrong doctor, letting them prescribe stuff. Now he had more of an obesity problem and a pill problem. He didn't have the dope problem. Like Pinky and all them guys snorting coke like all them other guys. He didn't have that kind of problem. Fred, you heard me say before, Xavier hooked me and you up, the late Xavier Porter. I always told you, and I always told our late buddy, a guy is only good as his team. If you don't have a good team player, if you fall off and go away, God forbid, something happens, and then your good wife got to raise kids by yourself, it ain't gonna be the same player.
Yes.
Your children are only doing well because you and the missus is a team. Am I right or wrong?
100%.
Your children are only doing well in school because they have a team, they have parents, and they have people that love them.
Right.
And it's not about the money. It's not about the future. And see what it is, Fred? You are treating both of them equal. Do not like some families, the athlete that they know will make the money, that's the one they favor. And that's not right in a family. And you know that because you've seen it over the years. You've seen it in some of your own family members. Yes. You've seen how they treat the ones that they think going to really make it big. They treat them special.
Yes.
And that's why I say, Fred, a fighter, an athlete, if he's a ball player, you're only good as the people around you.
Right.
If you got leeches around you, it's not going to work. All the fighters fell from grace.
Right.
You got it, Fred. You heard the story. Holyfield's own sister robbed him. Put his house in foreclosure. She bought it to $3 or $4 million, and he didn't know it. House went in foreclosure, that big mansion.
Right.
Where all of them were saying that. She smiled in his face and spent his money at the same time. So that shows you, Fred, if you don't have a good team, whatever sport you in, a team in life, it's wrong.
Right.
So just like what you told me about your nephew, you told it. And your nephew know that you're a good uncle. He know that you're going to take care of it. Then he go do something stupid that you told him not to do. Am I right or wrong, Frank? Now he painful.
You're absolutely right.
So I look at it, Penguin Thomas, one thing I can say, Fred, to all this demon, his wife stayed. She stayed, Fred. She stayed. She's still with him. Lois, I call her Lois. She's still with him. Yeah. She stayed through all the demons. And she put some money away that he didn't know about. I think she took some of the Tyson money and ran off and invested, from what I'm hearing from Evan Snowwell. Speaking of Evan Snowwell and Ali Muhammad, they mad at you, bro, because you ain't got at him, bro.
Okay.
Carl King, they said, man, you tell us to help this guy, and this guy don't even get at us.
Man, I'm on it. I'm on it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm saying you own it. Yes. I want you to own it because that's going to help me.
Yes.
You got to get on it, Fred, because if you don't get on it, I don't eat.
Okay, got you.
You got to stay on you.
Okay, yes, sir.
Now, Fred, you remember the white, June 21st, Newark, New Jersey. You remember the white boy, McNicky, that used to be with Al?
Yeah.
Now, he's headlined for a title shot in Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center, June 21st, and Top Rank is coming to Newark, New Jersey. And because Top Rank was supposed to come here June 7th, but they chose to go to Norfolk. Chance Crawford pushed him to move the fight. So, Chance got the champion. Because I understand Chance said, you don't take him home, we walk, and we just pay you your promotion fee. Right. By law, we can walk.
Right.
So Am know that he's smart, and he got all them California lawyers around him. He take his spot and walk, go to somebody else, and pay Am his promotion fee.
Right.
and they don't make no money off the tickets.
Right.
They lose.
Right.
So that's what they have to do. See, we got to be mindful, man. And a lot of these guys is not spiritual. They'll get in the ring and they'll say, "Thank God for getting me in." Half of them don't mean that. It's all for show.
Right.
So I look at it that that's going to be a good card in Norfolk. It's going to be a good card in New Jersey, McNicky. And one thing Am did, he put all that they did. Now, Fred, I don't know how Cornflake show turned out Sunday. Did you watch it on his own?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Thomas LaMotta.
I know.
Now, Fred, that fight supposed to be back on between him and Charlo.
Yeah. Hope they make
it. Is it back on, Fred?
May 31st. They had a press con. I had a Zoom press conference. So being that they had a Zoom press conference, ain't no money. You know what I mean? There's no money involved in that fight. So, oh man, I don't know what's going to happen with that fight. Jamal Charlo, he looked like.
Go ahead. I told Thomas LaMotta, a.k.a. Cornflake. I told him in New York. I said, Thomas, take the 150. Take the 150 and fight McNicky. You in New Jersey. And take piece of promotion. And make your company Rising Star. Have your mother as a promoter. You get a promoter's fee, co-promotion with your company. And that's what happened. So that's how I look at it, Fred. You know, he turned down the 150. He said he's gonna get 225 for Charlo. I don't know if the money's there, Fred. You think the money's there?
Nah, I don't think the money's there because Jamal Charlo, when in his prime, couldn't sell tickets in Vegas. In his prime, couldn't sell pay-per-views. So now he's coming off like a 2-year and a half hiatus. The world has moved on. And
you're right, Fred. You're right. It's too long to stay away from the game.
Yeah, it's too long. Definitely too long.
See, he should have came back. They should put him on Tank's next undercard. Then get him a nobody. And get him a nobody with a good record that the commissioner passed. People gonna boo it, but get him a win. Then you stick him on a major card.
Right. Common sense is not that common. You know,
especially them guys. Why do you think I gave him the name, Fred, when you first met me, the Hollywood charade?
Yeah, I remember that, man, and I didn't believe you.
See, Fred, one thing, you've been knowing me almost 5 years now, right, Fred?
A little bit longer.
Just a little bit longer?
Yeah, I first met you. I remember exactly where I met you. I believe it was Adrian Broner versus the Mexican kid. And they had a draw. Oh man, I'm trying to think of the man's name.
Fred, that was 100 years ago.
No, it was like 2018, 2017. Yeah.
Yeah.
I met you. I have the interview. I met you in hotel lobby.
What? In New York?
In New York, yeah. At the hotel they used to stay at.
At the Stewart Hotel.
Around the corner. Is it the Hilton? Around the corner. From the Adams, around the corner from the Marriott.
Fred, that's a lot. Fred, we talking about damn near 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's the first time I interviewed you. Yeah. Jesse Vargas. He fought Jesse Vargas.
Jesse Vargas.
Yeah, Jesse Vargas.
And Fred, and the second time when you finally got a hold of me to come on your show, you got a hold of David.
Yes.
Yeah, you interviewed me. I remember now, Fred. You interviewed me around the corner from the Stewart Hotel, right around the corner from Madison Square Garden.
No, in Brooklyn. I've never covered a fight at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, in Brooklyn at the Marriott. Yeah.
Not the Marriott. Around the corner from the Marriott, in the little hotel lobby. Marriott. The little hotel lobby. I think it was the Hilton.
Yeah, the Hilton lobby. Yeah. Yeah. That's when them girls, that girl and her husband them was still with Al. I don't know if Miss Brown and her husband was still with Al.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Sylvia Brown didn't like me, man. She would talk bad about me behind the scenes, you know. So She didn't like me too much, but look at her now. The truth prevails. Not the human. The truth prevails. You know.
So. I don't think she's still with him.
Well, I can't confirm nor deny. Even
Fred, she wasn't. I didn't see her in New York at the press conference. I didn't see her husband.
Well, they can't. Fred. Well, they're living off of other promoters' money now, so that's why the kid got the fight against Jerron Ennis, and even Tom Brown said it in the interview. You know, the fight that
was our kid. That was our kid who bought boots.
Yeah.
I didn't see Sam in Philadelphia.
Or
I didn't even know Sam went to Philly.
Yeah, Sam was there in Atlantic City.
Sam was in Atlantic City?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Sam Huston selling tickets, selling interviews. Sam a motherfucker. Sam a MF, man. Sam funny.
Uh-huh. Sam.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You know I'm on the corner. If I make any money on this corner, I might not go to the press conference. It's too hot. It's too hot to be walking down Eighth Avenue, man. The humidity is burning up out there. That's why I'm sitting in Muhammad's restaurant.
Uh-huh.
It's burning up out there, man.
It's that hot. Let me see what the weather is in New York today, man.
It's about 80. It's about 81.
Really?
Yeah. And they said they're gonna slack the rain Thursday night, Friday.
It's 75 degrees, but the humidity is high, right?
Yeah.
Humidity is at 18%.
I hope they rain. I hope they rain the fight out.
No, don't say that. They got to get paid, man. Don't say that.
They're gonna get paid. If the rain comes, the Barclays Center ain't got nothing this weekend.
Oh no. If the rain come, I stand correct. If the rain come, they still fighting because they'll put the tarp.
Crazy.
They'll just pay someone to put the tarp on for sure. They still, yes.
If the rain come at 4:00, while in the rain, what are you gonna do?
Oh, they fighting. Trust me, they fighting. They fighting because the commission has to get. Huh?
They're not prepared, Fred. They're not prepared.
Let's see the weather on Friday.
Fred, it's gonna maybe good weather, maybe not. Only God knows, Fred.
God knows the true answer. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, you're true answer. But what I'm saying, Fred,
24% chance of rain.
How much?
24% chance of rain.
I wish it was 44.
Saturday is 66, so it's somewhere in between.
Yeah. So let me say this, Fred. A guy called me today out of the blue. He said, I listened to you talking to Fred, Barbershop Fred conversation, but brother Captain, you're not telling Fred the whole story. So I don't know who this guy is. Mm-hmm. So when the guy tell me, I said, Nick, who are you calling me on my phone? Tell me about I ain't telling Fred the whole story about 1965 and 1973 in Kareem's house. I said, what are you talking about? So he started laughing. Then I caught the boy. He said, man, it's Captain John Parker out of number 6 out of Baltimore. He said, I should call Fred, Barbershop Conversation, and tell him to squeeze you. I said, do you want something? He told me, I don't do that. You want somebody to knock on my old door. I said, you said it right. He said, you keep dodging the real questions that Fred asked me. You beats around the bush, you and Ali, and y'all know the real story. Y'all know what happened. Mm-hmm. So he asked me, he said, what are you thinking that Malcolm's daughter's going to blame you? I said, I don't fuck with them girls. Them girls don't fuck with me. They ain't that crazy. I said, when she said that statement, when her and Betty said that statement on Oprah, when Spike was making the movie, I told them, we didn't want Spike to make that movie. Spike would have disappeared, man. I said, the only thing saved Spike was our Charlton. Charlton told the brothers, leave him alone. Because Spike ain't well loved, man. A lot of them hip-hop eras, they love Spike. But a lot of them old-timers, they don't love Spike, man. Spike's your Uncle Tom. He all right, but I just don't deal with them guys. So, Fred, you don't think so God told me to ask you this. Do you think I know more about 1965 and 1973 than I've told you in the last year?
Yes.
God told me to answer that question. He want to hear you say it on the
Oh, yeah. 1,000%. 100% times 100%.
You know what? You're selling your man out, man. You're selling me out.
No,
What makes you think I know more than I'm saying?
Because you were in your prime.
Because I'm in my prime.
You was in your prime. You was in your pre-prime in 65. You was making money all along to 95. You was in the streets. You was hustling. You was a part-time hustler and a part-time NOI member. All your older elder statesmen passed down the language to you. You had friends, and that's simply it. You know, you was born in 1943, 44.
43.
43.
So Fred, you don't see, like I told the guy, I said, Fred gonna answer that question, but Fred don't have proof that I know more than I've told him.
Well, now I do have proof. Now I do. Because you passed me on to Alif Muhammad because you didn't want anything coming out of your mouth. So I have proof because I have common sense.
You terrible barbershop conversation. Y'all, Fred is terrible.
Yeah.
He went to Alif, got it out of Alif.
No, you want it. Yeah, you just didn't want to. You don't want to say it. I don't know why. You know, I think it's important, and hear me out and fully understand what I'm telling you, because the answers are done. All people want is the how did we get there at this point, right? It's no secret who murdered Malcolm X in 2025, right? They want the step by step, and the only way you and I live forever outside of our bloodline is if we portray history in an accurate manner, right? So in order for your voice to live forever, you have to be a part of history. And in addition to my selfishness, wanting to get the information, the bigger picture is, as I told you a long time ago, is so you can live forever. You know, people need to know your story, you know. And
I think, Fred, I've told you a lot. I think I've told you how it went down. But the problem with why your fans don't believe me, Fred, is because they're looking at the 80-mile range. They're looking at their think, because in their mind, number 12 was the top of the clock. Okay. 25 is the cornerstone. 7 sits at the bottom. So everybody's thinking that 25 and 12 had more power than 7. But you know, New York didn't have no presidential power. Yusuf Shaw was just there. So when you talk about the great Captain Joseph, 1X Gavin, known as Captain Yusuf Shaw, it's great. And I'm going to say this on record. He had his man killed, man. He did it. He conspired to do it. And your rat-ass friend, John Ali, know the whole story. See, I'm not going to tell you something, Fred. I don't know what John Ali told you. See, if John Ali told you, if I heard that interview and he told you something wrong, then I would correct it if I know the correction.
I'll send you the interview tonight.
But do you think John Ali,
yes,
did he tell you anything?
I'm 100.
What me and Ali told you?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what he told me. I have it on record. I just got to get it. It's so much background noise in the restaurant. He told me, man, God damn it. He told me Malcolm X was going to die out of his own. He says, I don't know why y'all think so much of highly of Malcolm X. He was a nobody, you know. And then further on down the line, I spent the whole day with him. Now, so mind you, so I'm with him from like sun up to sundown. I don't know how many hours. So I would say at least 10 hours, right? So I was with him from.
Here's the problem, Prince. The problem is that you didn't do it live. People want to see that nigga's face, that rat face.
Yeah.
And you let him con you to hide his face.
No. I have it. I have it. I have the video.
Lie.
I'll send it to you. It's 2 hours and like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Did you let this red ass nigga tell you that Malcolm was nobody?
I'm the interviewer. I don't just like when I disagree with you, I don't cut you off. I just ask a follow-up question.
Listen, what I'm saying, Fred.
Yes.
Ain't nobody talking about Elijah. People still talking about Malcolm. Only somebody talking about Elijah is Farrakhan and his group. The world talking about Malcolm.
Yes.
Who talking about Elijah? No networks talking about Elijah. No networks in February and May. All the networks show Malcolm funeral. Talk about Betty Shabazz. They got a college after them. They ain't got no college after John, that rat bastard, and that womanizing Elijah Muhammad. And I love the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. May Allah forgive him for his sins. But he destroyed a lot of young girls' lives, Fred. You got me wound up now, Fred. Because I don't like that. Guys like me and Ali, we had to struggle to get our position in the nation. John Ali, National Secretary, come out the war and became a rat for Edgar Hoover and going to tell you that the man was going to die. So you knew then that him and Yusuf Shaw and James Shabazz started up. Because all those guys that was accused were signed to James Shabazz, number 25. Jeremiah Shabazz, none of his soldiers had nothing to do with that. And number 12. That came out of New York with the captain and all them attempts on Malcolm life. They number 7, Philadelphia. My captain, father-in-law, that did Shamsuddin Ali, who's still alive, Fred. You need to get to him. That's Mike's father-in-law. Mm-hmm. That's Kiki's father.
Right.
I got to get you to him. Because he was the captain in Philly at that time. I was just a soldier at that time. Right. I was a soldier moving chick in the streets.
Right.
See, in 65, in 65, Fred, I was just making my name in the streets.
Right. I told you.
So, I understand. I only told you something that I don't really know, but it's there. When Malcolm, he was there that day when Farrakhan was on the roster. He can tell you more how the atmosphere was that day. Look, it came. He said how the New World Muslims killed James Shabazz. And said this for Malcolm. And then if you watch the interview, when Berger with Hunter Thompson.
Wait, you got to backtrack. It's got to. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Mr. Muhammad? Yeah, we got a bad connection. Damn it. Nah, it's not coming through, dog. Damn.
You can't